The Comprehensive Environmental Response, Compensation, and Liability Act, known as CERCLA or Superfund, requires polluters to clean up sites contaminated with hazardous waste. CERCLA's devilishly difficult provisions have a history of confusing everyone, as we see in Burlington Northern and Santa Fe Railway versus United States. Brown and Bryant, or B&B, operated an agricultural chemical distribution business in California. In 1975, it expanded its area onto a parcel of land owned by the Burlington Northern and Santa Fe Railway Company. B&B purchased pesticides from Shell Oil Company. Shell required distributors of its products to maintain bulk storage facilities. B&B would pump the pesticide from Shell's tanker trucks to storage tanks on its property. From there, it would pump the pesticide into its own trucks. Pesticide regularly spilled during the various transfers. Aware that spills occurred, in the late 1970s, Shell started to encourage its distributors to handle its products safely. B&B's operations remained sloppy. The soil and groundwater in the area were seriously contaminated. B&B ceased operations in 1989. The U.S. and California governments exercised their authority under CERCLA to clean up the site. In 1991, the Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA, ordered the railroads to clean up their portion of the property. The railroads sued B&B to recover their costs. This lawsuit was consolidated with a lawsuit brought by the EPA against Shell and the railroads. After a protracted trial, the district court entered a judgment in favor of the governments. It held that both the railroads and Shell were potentially responsible parties under CERCLA. The railroads, because they owned part of the contaminated property, and Shell, because it arranged for disposal of hazardous substances through its sale and delivery of pesticide. It apportioned liability based on percentage of costs for which the parties were responsible. The Ninth Circuit affirmed the decision that Shell was an arranger, but reversed the apportionment, holding that the railroads and Shell were jointly and severally liable for the government's costs. The United States Supreme Court granted cert.